do not know what you're up against.
Soon it will manifest in people.
It's 100% fatal and extremely contagious.
It's a nightmare.
There's no cure.
The last thing we need is a panic.
I'm from the future. The blight happens.
They're coming for us.
You fail.
Supergirl, all new episode Monday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on Supergirl Season 3, Episode 16. So today we're going to be breaking down the trailer that you just watched for the episode titled Of Two Minds. So this episode looks crazy, the trailer was absolutely brilliant, so we're going to be breaking it down in this video. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any Supergirl videos later this year. So without further ado, let's break down this trailer. So in the first shot, we get to see Kara as she flies through the sky, and then we get the arguing scene that we've been seeing from behind the scenes photos, and it's of Kara and Imra actually arguing as to how to take down Pestilence, because if you didn't know, where they are right now is in front of the hospital, or it is somewhere near where Pestilence is, or they've just fought Pestilence and they know exactly where she is. So they're talking about the ways to take her down, and that is the reason why it seems to be so confrontational, because if you didn't know, it hasn't been revealed yet, but according to sources, Imra's sister's actually killed by Pestilence in the future, and that is one of her reasons, but also it's due to the fact that she becomes Blight in the future, and so she wants to actually kill Pestilence right here, right now, to change the future, to stop Pestilence from actually causing such chaos in the future, as we know Supergirl is actually defeated at the hands of the World Killers in Imra's version of the future. As of now, that's what we know according to this trailer, but Kara's not going to want to do that. She wants to split the World Killers up. That's what's been suggested they actually want to do throughout the last few episodes when they've talked about them. And so we get a repeat shot of last episode, the ending, which was really awesome, where we saw Mon-El and Kara fly for the first time together, and they're all suited up. It's a brilliant shot, and we see all the birds drop, and the next shot follows that, and it's of one of those infected birds, and I've got a theory that this is exactly the point that Winn and Alex actually get infected by Pestilence's disease that she's spreading. So the next shot is of a man, and he's featured throughout the trailer, and he's got the symptoms as well, so that's just a sign of the symptoms. As we can see, he's got blood on his hands, and it seems to be blood is dripping from somewhere, so we're gonna find out what the symptoms are in this episode, but we don't really know the specifics as of now. So we get a shot of Kara as Mon-El actually explains to everyone what Pestilence's disease is, and that it is fatal, and that is followed by shots of people in the hospital where Pestilence actually works. That's where her humane side of herself actually works, not Pestilence obviously, but it's the same person. And so the following shot is of Winn, and it's once he's been infected, and man does he look rough. Great makeup right there, and we get to see a really emotional James, and that is just a really great shot because they are best friends, and that is so pure, and I really feel for him. So we get a shot back to Kara, Alex and Jean, as Jean says, "We don't want any panic," and then they rush out, and it's Kara and Jean, and they're seeing some sort of attack. We'll have to wait and see as to what attack it is, but I think it is definitely Pestilence. So we cut to Rain, and it's of her actually screaming. She's still in the bed that Lena has actually put her in. She's still in her little cell whilst Lena actually tries to help her, and there is a follow-on shot from that I'll talk about my theory in a minute when we get to that shot. But the next shot is actually of Mon-El getting flung across the room by Pestilence, and I think this is definitely our first look at Pestilence. She's in a lab coat, as you can see her hand, and it's as she is realizing her powers and she's utilizing them against Mon-El, and you can see Saturn Girl in the background as she enters. And so there is a force field in the next shot, and I think this is due to Imra actually containing Pestilence, creating this force field so no one can escape, meaning that Pestilence can't escape, and this is where they're going to have that confrontation between Kara and Imra. And so the next shot is really awesome. We get a shot of Imra using her powers. It's great to see Imra back. We haven't really seen her that much in the past few episodes, and so we get an awesome shot of Pestilence as her nail literally extends out of her finger, and that is so creepy. That is something right out of a horror film. It's great. So we get another confrontation between Imra and Kara, and this is back at the DEO, and this is of Imra saying, "You fail in the future. The blight is created via Pestilence. We must kill her right now." That is what she's saying in the scene. And so linking on to my theory as to the last Rain shot, this is inside Samantha's head, and it's of Rain talking to herself in that same forest scene that we saw in last night's episode. And I'm actually creating a video on that will be posted later this week, because we got to see the dream field again, and I've got a lot to say about that, so that will be coming out later this week. And then so we move on to Mon-El, and he's actually fighting Pestilence, and you can see this is definitely Angela Zhao as Mon-El whacks her and she goes flying in the air. And so we get another shot of Imra, and then this is an awesome moment that I'm really looking forward to, is of Supergirl seeing that Samantha is actually Rain for the first time. It is crazy. Look at her reaction, and look at Samantha on the floor. She looks like an animal just like trying to get out of her cage. It's brilliant. I absolutely love a dead animal. And so Supergirl touches the cage to see if it's secure, and the force field pops up, and it's kind of crazy, that technology. And so the final shot of the trailer is an explosion inside the place where Rain is, and earlier in that little dream sequence with Rain and Samantha, she says that someone's coming, that they're coming for you, and I think that this is Pestilence actually coming for Rain, because they do have a connection, and you would have to assume that's potentially what's going on. This is probably the moment where Kara realizes that Lena has kryptonite and she goes apeshit, and I will 100% back Lena if Kara gets mad over her actually keeping Samantha in a cage, but I can understand if Kara gets mad about her having kryptonite. That's entirely reasonable, because that's like, does she trust Supergirl? Does she trust the other Kryptonians? What's going on? Why does she have kryptonite? Where the hell did she get it from? So anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This episode looks awesome. We're going to get a whole load of action, a whole load of mythology in this episode, which I really like. And we're going to get some dream scenes, and also it's going to be intertwining with the Pestilence storyline, and the Legion of Superheroes are fully back. So I will see you guys later. Goodbye.